Hello everybody, how's it going? Today I'm gonna try and plow
What
through
are you
the
up
story.
to now?
What do you want?
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we dueled in the Crossed Swans Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water.
Ooh, this is going to be very interesting.
I can't wait to hear about what you find.
One day soon.
This is
I'll
gonna
see
be
for myself.
weird.
I just know it.
See mer people. So any of those ripples I can get things from it, items.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Confringo!
Oh, it's these.
Lumos. Now then, I'll need you to come with me.
Bombarda.
Now for the rest of you.
Shit, I accidentally bombed.
Lumos.
Ah.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Cool. The Mermish artifact.
What do we have in here then? Nerida will be happy about this.
I was expecting something more bigger, like I had to fight some to get to it or whatever.
Your gift from the mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
And I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again, so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
You're welcome. Got some sort of odd top for it. Where is it? I saw it. So down here. Let's put the class. Among one of these. There we go. Mermish liaison uniform. You know, I saw it somewhere. That still looks hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, no, I'll go back to my dark arts one. Alright, I have to go back to the room of requirement and feed and pet the newborn. Or something or other. Yeah, groom and feed it. Where is this new beast? Ah, there it is. Found the beast.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Hello, Deke.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Okay, that's done. Is that a level up? No. A Renaissance cap. Ah, it's 26. Increased damage with ancient magic throw. That ups defense and lowers offense. I need to upgrade it. So close to a level up. Can I upgrade it prematurely? I need a Jubberknoll feather. Up it by 4. Pretty sure I have a Jubberknoll in that other one. Yeah, I have 2. That music is that music is very calming. It is massive. Okay, making a Gibbernoll egg. Kill. Okay, what do we have next? Not a lot. Again, apart from the random shit littered around the map. That so hard to just bust into the library. Like there's some in each of those different places. It'll just take 10 years. Wait, what was that?
It's an assessment.
Oh, no. Of course no one knows that.
Transfiguration. During the day. Oh, it was a cat.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating. Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
I hate.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed.
The
And
spell
remember,
master.
now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWL.
I haven't been called Puffs.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is
Hello,
available.
Hamora.
Thank you for your owl. I'm overjoyed to hear that this most recent crop of 7th years includes a number of students who may both be interested in and will use for a career at the ministry. Of course, their owls will provide confirmation of the letter. Okay.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Elf-made ivory gloves. Ooh. Ooh, it downs defense but ups offense. Ooh. Do look nice. I'm actually gonna leave them as they are. They look quite swanky. That not so much. Yeah. Anything else? Take it down to 20. Or 19, whatever. In the shadow of the mine. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff to do, like these. Problem with a troll. And there's another one that it just showed. Might as well do those, need to get a level up. Just to be safe than sorry.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I want that thing. See, there's 2 here. Troll control and the kidnapped cabbage. I think I'm more interested in the troll.
What needs doing, needs doing.
Is everything all right?
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... I know what I have to do. It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry. I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the Hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologised when he almost trampled half the Hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
It certainly takes a lot of courage to try, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I wish others felt the same. But I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made me think I could train him? I should have learned from Barnabas the Barmy. But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest. I'm afraid I won't be able to take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered. I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
Go to the troll's den.
A troll on the loose near a hamlet. That could be devastating.
When you find a good opportunity. House elves.
What's the one here?
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio.
This is this one.
Hello, might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
A tan nightcap. Oh, is that the thing that, thing? Oh no, that was the one. That actually looks kind of cool. The feathers. But I'm still gonna... Yeah. So what does this one entail?
Revelio.
Not seeing anything.
Being an officer of the law in a quiet village like Hogsmeade is a pleasant job.
Aloha Mora.
Ah, I got a Christmas tree. Yeah, I wish these were more specific at what it is.
Revelio.
I don't see anything. Apart from some balloons. Oh, here. Is there a ball up here or something? Aha! Gotcha.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Go on. Be free!
Wingardium Leviosa. That's to be proud.
I'm glad that was sorted once I realised that I needed a ball.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend.
Oh, what? Sorry. Ow. Level 31. I've only just realised it's level. Any other liftable shit I have?
Spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Okay. So I took down a level 31 troll.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
I don't know.
Vanquisher?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
You're welcome.
The Troll Vanquisher.
I got a troll hat.
Suppose I did earn the title.
I want to see what it looks like on my head. I got a troll hat. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's got a little emblem of him on it. Anyway. Okay, we got Time and Mine. Meet him in the catacombs and meet him in the Overlook. That's all gobbledygook. I want to do the Sebastian quest line. You look at all these these little side things. Wand handles. Yeah, there's a second one there. Thief in the Night. So much shit.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased being...
I could probably... Oh, I can't change the mode.
There's no telling what...
You're here. Good. Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Confringo! Bombarda!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
An identified face item.
Confringo!
Damn it, I don't have my thing. No, not that.
Guardian Leviosa!
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
What have we got down here? Oh, light throat.
Bombarda! Guardian Leviosa! Confringo!
Why is it showing red when I'm only like one level below it?
Guardian Leviosa!
Actually, I'm supposed to do that. Oh, why is it defaulting to that now?
Guardian Leviosa! Confringo!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
I saw a green one.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside us. Seems There's something here by the altar. Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Thought they were spiders for a second.
Revelio. Confringo. Defender.
Relic of my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. Okay.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this arch.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Find a way through the barricade. Is there a bomb I can use or something? Nope.
Bombarda.
It's a big no-no.
Revelio.
Footplate thing here.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Was that Devil's Snare?
Find a safe way across.
Lumos. 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 Reparo.
Nope.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, I have to lift it up to the thing.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Skull thing again.
Lumos.
Where'd they go? Yeah.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, no, I didn't want that. Okay, I did want that.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oops.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Find a way through the barricade.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That did something.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Going through the door.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Ha!
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
What's the other direction?
Make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Who's still living? Alright, back the other way.
Another barricade. Considering how well we did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That worked. Keep going.
Yeah, the bones. Oh, I only just noticed these.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Accio.
That's wrong thing.
Accio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Oh, hi!
Ominous.
How the fuck did you get here?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Persuade?
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Do I... I hate decisions like this.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
I hate these decisions.
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Do the wrong thing.
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Do you think I made the right choice?
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
I have to sprint it. Whoa, what the fuck?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this ready.
Smoke?
She thinks like Ominous.
What's going on?
It only upset her.
Wasn't like this when I left.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of the car. Let's get this. Was that your best?
Keep out the way!
There's nowhere to go.
Keep out of Saul's reach! Confringo! Bombarda! Got it!
Moving in!
Confringo!
Be careful!
Bombarda!
We've got them!
Damn it.
Confringo will make them retreat.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Which way is it? You.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all
tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
That's part of the arc. I have to continue it.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Dragon's debrief. I know, like, I'd like to do one of these two, but I want to move the story. So, let's continue with Sebastian for a bit. Let's rock on with him.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Yeah, that whole thing makes me have doubts about my decisions. Is there anything closer that I can fast travel? Yes, there is.
I could use some gold.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
The wizards will have...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Damn it, well there goes that.
Bombarda!
Kill spells plant
Well, here goes that.
Release me!
Confringo!
You won't get away with
Well, they know we're here now, so gripping, I guess. Lots of full. Oh, that's right, the mysterious neckwear. No, mate.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
The wizards will be defeated.
Here we go.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Simon, that's a grey. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
I won't rest until you're dead.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
Is it up further above or is it below? Below.
Confringo! That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
I can't fly. Dun dun.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Shit.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous...
Smash
Any
it.
number of... Should have thought
Smash
to
it.
conjure stairs.
Reparo. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would have that.
Ow, ow, ow. Devil snare.
Declared war.
Beep, beep, beep.
Lumos.
Will finally do the same thing as me. Ow.
Lumos.
Slicing one is very nice.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
How nice of you to sleep.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn. A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me sitting around all day. Would you? Suppose it could get a bit boring.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
That's what I'm looking for.
Doing a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio.
I don't know where other ones are. Oh.
Wasn't expecting that. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Revelio. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passage.
The Undercroft.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Ugh.
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
So maybe I shouldn't have said that then. Okay.
Did you speak with my uncle?
Yes.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okay. Guess I'll do the dragon. Did she say she wanted to meet in the Three Broomsticks? What's the other one around here? Oh, these two. Money under house outside the vacant shop.
Reasons, but break in as well.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Okay, so that's somewhat pointless. Let's do that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I don't know, just go somewhere random. Where did my purple thing go?
Housegoers can procure rancid meat and no one says a word. One bad whiff here.
Am I going up or am I going down? I'm going up. God damn it. There we go.
You can't imagine how inconvenient Clara was before.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
I hate these decisions.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Yep. Oops. No. Just go there. Oh, there's another thing around here. Down below.
My aunt says I should get Hogwarts.
Is there a thing here? No. So far up.
Hello there.
Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Gok is waiting.
Alright, cool.
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
So gobbledygook. Oh, that's what I have these mystery things to unveil. The room of requirement. Ooh. Ooh, better. Pardon me. What else was it? Scarf. Makes it up to 214. Wow. Ew. What does the top of the class cloak look like? Didn't mean that, I meant gear. Right. Huh. That looks cool. It's also got Ravenclaw on it. I could rock with that. It's got a hoodie. It's just I'm also representing on the back. It's always good. Oh, talent. Hang on, talent. Talents. I got one. Okay, to the mine. So I've got nothing nearby-ish apart from this.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Let's go through the thing.
Why can't I hit you? Oh, this shouldn't take long. You can't stop us.
Of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Not your best buddy,
Yes, eat away. What's the damage?
Somebody there? Hello? Don't bother. No more!
Dun dun.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
Welcome back. Whew. That was crazy. And yeah, as you can see, I changed my thing. It was called top of the class, and it has the emblem on the back, so I thought it was good.
Settle yourself. You mean no harm.
Yeah, slowly take damage over time.
Bombarda! Confringo! Places!
Yes, eat away at them. Level up.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Our meet and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Just think I just came from there.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Hang on, don't I have a thing where I can... what's it under stealth?
The door is looking at us.
The mind's eye.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Good freak.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
How nice of you.
You need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
There's another door.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here.
Treat.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Ah, there goes that.
Get us through this safely, Army. You have my word.
feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
I deserve better than patrol duty. Little moon calves.
Trificus Totalis is crap.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Hope that hurt.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Oh, the eyes.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna do that. What is the point of this door? There's nothing to it.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
What did that accomplish?
Such arrogance. You haven't had much stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Clever. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Yes, I left them behind.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Hello, Hamura.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Shing shing. Whew.
Can we please talk about what just happened? How nice. Can we please?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Well, that's those done. So there's that for now, unless another thing's going to crop up in a second.
I hope Professor Fig...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spint Witches as soon as you can.
Speak to the portrait in the map chamber. Ruby. I'll go grab that broom upgrade and then I'll end it. Oh, there's so many things around.
I can always rely on my patrons.
Move.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you.
Hello.
As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4,000. Jesus.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is potato. No one put it on airs and graces as a treasure possible. Unlike they do with the three broomsticks.
There.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Obnoxious price.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
I still think that the upgrades should be free for me. Thank you very much. Put room for those things. It's gonna say they're gonna show me the stuff. Alright, that'll do it for now. So many things where it's just like, did I make the right choice? Did I not? But it's just like, do I want to stay loyal to one thing? It's just like, Just the end of the day, what I chose, but again, I just hope it's not going to come back to bite me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.